a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tarheels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tarheels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Horned Frogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will take the field first. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. And there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
Catch in the middle, it's Ship. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Lopez wants to fire. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Wants to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
A little screen to the running back.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
And the Tar Heels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will get the ball for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, TCU! Once he got some room, it was over.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Lopez to pass. It's complete to the left, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get to third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Gauze. Sweet cut there. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Lopez wants to fire. Grabbed in the middle, it's gone. And he is showing it all and finding ways to pick up yards. He's down to the 28. And the Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauls it in. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Now adjusting. Plows through the defense. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Now he's looking to throw it. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many great.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Finds a spot in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. And they're able to make the tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle and shipped. And the Tar Heels pick up the 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Off play action on 1st down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Gauze. Quick step and go. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback making checks. He's looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Kenan Memorial.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this third quarter with a run. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
TCU 14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Gives it on the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point gain.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Gauze. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lopez to pass. Scrambling away. The sure hands, it's Ship. Made a defender miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in, it's Johnson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. They just keep firing. Got it in the middle, it's Gauze. The Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Finds his man down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game, and for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Horned Frogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Snagged in the middle, it's McAllister. Stopped just inside the 25, will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Lots of running room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Right on the money. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes you hear people say that quarterbacks aren't tough. Watch that play and tell me that dude's not tough.
You can't coach that, Reese. That's unbelievable. To sit there with that kind of poise, knowing he's about to get smacked, and keep his vision and his focus downfield towards that open receiver, that was absolutely tremendous.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be changing the route. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Makes the grab. It's Goss. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. And the Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. He's loose. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get back in this game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Ball's at the 27. His offense facing a 3rd and long. Got his man quickly. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Unleashes one deep. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
But he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes, and here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Zings it complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Completed pass, he goes nowhere. In fact, they lose yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get